I'm AG Square, and I have a question for you. Do you have a leaking water heater? Well, before you decide to call a plumber and potentially have it replaced, here is one thing to do that is a low cost, easy do-it-yourself fix, and that is to ensure that the water pressure is not too high. One very obvious indication that your home's water pressure is too high is if your water heater is leaking water from the pipe connected to this water valve. If the water heater detects that the pressure goes above 150 psi, it's going to use this pipe here to disperse the water and avoid the water heater from just simply blowing up and having your neighborhood appear on your local news medium. And as we can see here, that's the issue at this property. While we triage the issue and try to fix it, I went ahead and placed the bucket to prevent any more water from getting onto the concrete. Now that we've identified the symptom, let's go ahead and confirm the diagnosis, Dr. AG Squared. To do so, we will need one of these pressure water gauges. They are very affordable and they range anywhere from $10 to $15 at Home Depot. And what you do is you simply connect it to here like so. Once connected, turn on the water and see what the measurement is. This one we can see is well over 150 psi. This is way too high. Normally, depending on your area, you may want to have something around 80 to 120 psi. But why is having a very high water pressure such a bad thing, you ask? Well, there are 4 reasons. The first reason, because a pipe may potentially leak or burst due to this high pressure. Second, it can cause noises as the pipes will end up rattling a lot more due to this high pressure. Third, it can reduce all your faucets and appliances lifespan. And fourth, as we can see here, it can cause your water heater to leak. Okay, the next step is to find your pressure regulator valve or PRV. This will normally be close to the water shutoff valve or near where the pipe from the exterior comes inside the house. I know mine is up here, a very inconvenient spot to say the least. I'll get a ladder and a flathead screwdriver as we'll be needing that once we're up there. So this is what a PRV looks like. You'll typically see on the side an in indication that the water comes in from and another indication out where the water comes out after it's been regulated to have a particular pressure. And this screw or nut you see here can be rotated to adjust how much the regulator adjusts the water pressure. Rotating it clockwise will increase the water pressure, while rotating it counterclockwise will reduce the pressure. Yeah, I know, it feels like the opposite of what it should be, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. Although I don't show it in this video, after I went ahead and rotated it counterclockwise several times, the gauge still read a very high water pressure. But pause. Do this check before replacing the PRV. Go ahead and check the water pressure throughout the rest of the home's faucets and shower heads. If they didn't change at all after adjusting the PRV, it means that the PRV is busted. But if the faucet's water pressure changed elsewhere, it means that you likely have a busted pressure gauge. A gauge is much easier and less expensive to replace than a PRV. And this has happened to me before in the past. Now, in this case, I ended up having a busted PRV. What I did was take pictures of the PRV and asked my plumber what brand to buy from Home Depot and how much they would charge me for the labor. I was happy when they quoted me $250 for the labor, so now I just needed to go and buy the PRV. By talking with the plumber and sharing the pictures of the current PRV with them, they were able to tell me exactly what to get. In my case, I needed a 3/4 inch PRV with an NPT threaded union inlet and an NPT female outlet. It's also good to know how much the PRV can adjust the pressure. On this one, it is anywhere from 25 to 75 psi. And this particular model only cost me $85 at Home Depot. Once my plumber installed a new PRV, we confirmed that the water pressure was at 100 psi. And everyone, including my appliances and pipes, were happier. Please go ahead and like this video and share it with your social circle. And consider subscribing to my channel for more DIY do-it-yourself repairs and renovation projects, as well as topics on home ownership, real estate, finance, or technology. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.